Hello my fellow gardening gals and guys, welcome back to my channel, Serenity Now Garden. My name is Jeannie and I garden in the zone 4B. It's a little windy today, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So I'm really excited because there's an area of my garden here just behind this golden curls willow back there that I'm going to be planting up. So let me give you a little tour of that area. It's just a pie-shaped area that's going to be in front of our soon-to-be raised bed vegetable garden that's going to be fenced in. So there is this area that has had some like canary grass and some stinging nettle and a few weeds that I'm just taking care of. I'm on a cardboard and I want to plant it up. So let me show you that clip here. Okay guys, so this is the pie-shaped area that I was talking about just behind my golden curls willow. So as you can see, there's some hostas up front. I'll be moving to the side. The side to the right is the neighbor's property where all those weeds are there. So I want to create a barrier here. These weeds are stinging nettle. I want to be able to take my weed whacker through there if need be. Maybe I'll double cardboard that area. So this bed is going to go all the way back to here where I'm standing. The vegetable garden will be right behind me, and it'll be 15 feet across and 25 feet back. And I apologize that my lens cover was knocked loose just a little so you could see it on the left, but I'll fix it in a moment. So anyways, yeah, this is the area. I've been raking out all the weeds. This used to be all weeds. This is just a look from the other direction back towards the house. So as you can see, my property line's on the left. I'll be moving these hostas towards the property line and just planting this area up. This was all canary grass and stinging nettle. It was just a mess. So I am really looking forward to getting this done. I've wanted to do it for a long time, but it took a while to rake all those weeds out. Okay, so a few things about that area is that the water table is really high. We're just adjacent to some wetlands here, and in the spring it could be, the soil could be a little soggy at times, not always, just every year is a little bit different. So it's kind of a unique plant that I need back there. I need something that can take some moisture, but that can also take a little bit of sun. That golden curls willow will eventually fill in to be about 20 by 20, so it will provide some shade in years to come, but it's only 3 years old, so it still has a ways to go. So here's a couple plants that I decided on. I thought they just look awesome together because of the contrast. So I'll let you know these plants, and then I'll take you through the process of how I'm planting it up back there. I am going to be also using the no dig method with cardboard. So let me just show you each plant, and I'll kind of insert some pictures of what, especially this one, looks like fully grown. So this is Snakeroot. The one that I got is pink. It's also called Ajuga. So these could take moisture and partial sun. They will get to be about, the whole plant will get to be about 3 feet tall, but then the flower spikes on top of it are 5 feet tall. So that's pretty tall, but I'm still going to put it towards the front of the border because these plants I'm planting behind it, these are shrubs. The snakeroot is a perennial that will die to the ground every year, but the shrubs will stay there. These shrubs are Sutherland Gold Elderberries. I have one other one that's up front. It's in full sun, but they do like a little protection from the afternoon sun if possible. So these will fill in to be about 6 feet tall, 6 to 10 feet tall, and wide. Up front, they probably won't get that tall because it's kind of dry, but in back they could fill in to be about 10 by 10. So like I said, I really liked the way these looked together. I think it'll be a good contrast. I have a few hostas in the area that I'm just gonna be transplanting to the back of the bed, just as kind of like a barrier in between my property and the neighbor's property. So let me show you that, and I'll show you the process and what the finished product looks like. If you like videos like this, if you can give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, that would really help me out. Alrighty, so I got all the hostas moved to the back. I got some holes to fill here. I'm putting elderberry right here, right here. I'm putting a Clethra right here. I featured that in my clearance plants video. And the 2 Snakeroots are going to be up here. So they'll be at the front of the border. Like I said, that willow will provide some shade sooner or later. So, yep, and I'll go back to about here. The garden path will be right here, so I have to move that hosta. And there's an iris I have to move. So, and then it'll kind of abruptly stop in a line there. So I double cardboarded in between the weeds and the hostas. And then I just put some cardboard through this area. I put a lot of Ajuga ground cover just since there were so many weeds. The more plants and ground cover you could put in an area, the better for suppression. So here's just another look. I just put some random pieces of cardboard. Ajuga is a great ground cover for, partial sun, and it'll take some moisture, and I could always transplant it somewhere else or get rid of it if I want to put plants in. So it's shallow rooted. So as you can see, that big root ball in back we still have to get rid of. It's right in the middle of the garden path. So we're slowly working on that. It's been a process. Hopefully by next year we'll have this fence going in for the garden. And I waited till I had an overcast day here to show you guys. So there's the golden willow on the right, and here's the finished product. Like I said, it kind of abruptly stops in a line in the back, but oh, I'm just so happy with how this turned out. I haven't put the path in yet. That'll be in the next few weeks. Hopefully there'll be like field stones in that path leading up to the garden gate. And let me just take you on a little tour through here. I'll show you all the plants. Most of them I transplanted just from other areas of my garden. And yeah, I left this little walkway back here. That way I could take the weed whacker to that stinging nettle if need be. The hostas there came with the house. They were all free. I've just been splitting them. We got the Clethra, or summer sweet, right there. We got some ostriches still be right there, just got done blooming. Got some iris behind it I transplanted. There's the snakeroot. I cannot wait. That snakeroot's going to bloom soon. And there's some Veronica Speedwell to the right there. It's new first year, so it's nothing much this year, but it'll fill in. It's a pollinator magnet too, and it loves moisture. So yeah, the snakeroot will bloom late summer to fall, so at least I'll have some color blooms back here shortly. And yeah, can you guys just imagine when those gold elderberries right behind it fill in? I mean, if they get 10 feet tall and wide, I think I'm going to prune them to be like a tree form. And so, perennials can be kind of underneath, and oh, I just think it's going to look great. They could take a bit of moisture too, so yeah, I got Siberian Iris that right in front of it. That is that variety is called Kaboom. The Ajuga I have here is Burgundy Glow, and I also have some chocolate chip mixed in with it. I like Burgundy Glow the best. I think the foliage is just really pretty year-round, but I'll have that as a spring bloomer in here along with the Siberian Iris. And then this Clethra will bloom shortly here, end of July, beginning of August. Those will get those little spires on it that are white. Irises in spring. It's just going to be great. The ostriches still be there. Just got done blooming, so they bloom like the first 2 to 3 weeks of July. So yeah, I've been really working on having something blooming at all times. It is difficult, but I'm getting there. The snakeroot loves the moisture back here. The Speedwell does too. There's always bees on this plant too. It's kind of just getting done with the bloom cycle. It could probably shear that off and it might rebloom. And there's the fragrant bouquet hosta that I just moved back a little just to take it out of the path. I'm just really happy how this turned out. Another elderberry there next to the iris. And way back here, we have big Bluestem. These are just little guys. I got them on clearance, but look how big they'll get. They'll get like
4 feet wide, up to 4 feet wide, and up to like 8 feet tall. So that'd be a nice barrier background in the back. And there is the future site of my veggie garden. 15 feet across, 25 feet back. It's going to be a block fenced in area. I still have to level it. We got some more stumps to get rid of. I'm just so excited though. It's just been just so fun. It's been hard work but fun. Here's a look from the other side, just back up at the house. You know, when I set these plants out, I went up into my house on the second floor to look out the window. I always look out to make sure I had good placement on these plants, and it worked out good. So, thank you guys for coming along with me on this little bed planting here. Thank you so much for watching, and happy gardening, guys. Take care.